Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Running back searching for a hole.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Wants to go up top on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy with all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL. Man, you see that, you want to go get it, recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of...
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. To the air, it's Ncaa. That was an eyelash away. Being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
He'll keep it himself. He's loose. A solid run there as he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line. And the Buckeyes want to move quickly. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop and force.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Final play of the quarter coming. Defense wants to bring the heat. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
To the air. It's Carr. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Once you start to get down towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The field goal is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to take a shot. And the double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Got room on the return. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
This guy is so comfortable in zone coverage. They're playing cover 2, and he's just back there roaming around in the middle of the field. He's so confident in his speed to break on the ball. As soon as he saw where the QB was trying to go with it, he put his heel in the ground, accelerated, and made the pick.
The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up. Defense has to be ready.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Carr. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they're going to head out the lineup for a field goal. Quick timeout called on the offense after the play. Notre Dame looking for this 4th down conversion. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. To the air, it's Carr. Trying to bowl his way in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to...
Tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as it gets downfield.
And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Tate. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Tate. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The defense calls the timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Pressure coming. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Finds a tight end down the gut. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tate. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. He'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Now adjusting. Unleashes one. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the 3rd quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Buying some time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he'll run out of bounds, but a much-needed productive play in the passing game.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He's going to fire deep. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Getting deep in the 3rd quarter, minute and a half to go here. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success, and they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Carr. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw at St. Clair. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's brought down, but this play to end this quarter.
Notre Dame 17, Ohio State 0.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. The give to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter, you got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. It's a seam wide open. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, obviously, this game has not been the best statistically of this guy's career so far, but the important thing is you win. And to do that, they need him to play really well here in the 4th quarter. They're going to keep giving him the football with the lead in this juncture, and this is where he needs to have his best runs of the game.
Give to the big fullback. Turning on the Jets. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W?
Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Timeout, Notre Dame.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to throw it. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. He's looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the two as they draw a little closer.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And the kicking team's going to call a timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. The give to the big fullback. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
And this fullback is just dependable, and he's versatile. He's not just a guy that can block. He can catch the ball, and like you saw right there, you can hand it off to him, and he can generate you explosive plays.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. The running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Taking a deep shot late in the game. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception.
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.